Okay. Now that you finished your drawing, can you tell us the story about the magic basketball? Like, how does it start?
So my sister Vicky, we were, she picked me up from school one day, and it was like we had nothing to do, and at home we found our basketball. So we took it outside and started playing with it, and then I accidentally threw the ball too far, and then we ended up in the year 2080, and then we saw like flying cars, and like it was like kind of overwhelming, so we threw the ball back and then went back to 2023.
So what was overwhelming about it? What exactly did you see when you were in 2080?
Like the flying cars, like we wanted to experience it, like wow, like we wanted to
Go in them?
yeah, like grow up and then experience it.
So who were the characters in the story? So, like, who was the main character? Who was the second lead? Are there any supporting characters that you drew?
It was just me and my sister. I drew like random people in the cars, but the main characters were me and my sister.
Mm-hmm. And where is this again?
This is in the park by my school.
And what time of day is this happening?
Well, she picked me up. She usually picks me up at around like 2 o'clock, so it was probably like 2:45.
Mm. And what's your favorite part of the story?
When I threw the ball too far, and we just magically ended up in 2080.
And what happened after you guys went back to like the present day right now?
We just we hid the basketball, and so we didn't go back.
Did you tell anyone?
We didn't get tempted. No.
You didn't tell anyone about what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you guys went to the future, did anything happen to how you guys looked? Like
no,
did your skin age or anything?
No, we stayed the same.
Is there anything that's happening at the same time, simultaneously in your picture? For example, like, I see you down there and there's things in the air.
Yeah, so the cars are in the air, but while we're also like trying to throw the ball back and get back to the year 2023.
Mm. So how do you get back in time? Like, what do you do to the basketball?
You have to just throw it like beyond like where you can see.
Mm.
Are you allowed to like switch up the date?
Yeah,
so can you
that's
go like
why
anywhere?
I put like
Yeah, because I see that you put like
I put the dates there. So
so you could put like the start date and like the end
so like
date.
if we wanted to, we could have put it like somewhere else too, like a different date.
That's cool.
So which one is you? Which one is your sister?
This one is me and this one's my sister.
Are you guys like the same height in this?
No, my sister was sitting down. That's why.
Oh, okay. And so you explained that the function of that basketball is to bring you back in time, right?
Yeah.
Is there any other thing in the story that you want to draw in to explain a function for it? Like, or could you explain the functions of the cars? Like, what do the cars do?
Like, what does this do?
Like, that's like basically like a separate street, so it can stay up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's one for each car, and then.
What are these? Are these a part of the street or is it a part of the car?
It's a part of the car. It's like instead of wheels, it's like flat underneath.
And how are they related to your story? Is seeing that what made you guys want to just go back to the present?
No, it's just like intimidating, kind of.
Mm. And can you tell us about yourself in this story?
So, we were just.
Like how you were feeling before, during, and after?
Before I was happy because we were just playing outside, and then during it I was like a little scared because I didn't know what was gonna happen. And then after I was like relieved, so because I was back home.
And could you explain a little bit more about how you guys found the basketball?
So it was just a basketball that we had outside in our backyard, and then we started throwing it, and I threw it too hard, and then we went.
So when you guys, I can see here it's blue, and you can see like at the time and year, right? So when you guys found it, it didn't look like that?
Yeah, the ball was just a regular like orange basketball, and it changed completely.
After you threw it?
It was like electronic.
Right. Is there anything else that you would like to draw in to add to symbolize like the before or after?
I can draw like a portal, like where the basketball goes, and like to make it go back.
Inside that portal, are you going to be just drawing like what the portal looks like, or are you going to be drawing with the present?
Just like it's like kind of like different colors, and cause it's like a swirl, and then it's like a blur, and then you go back.
Does it like suck you in? Like that's what happened before? I see.
Yes, that's the portal. It's like kind of small, but it like sucks you in. So
You want to
bigger. This is the
Your
portal.
masterpiece. Very nice. So
It's
that's
like-
the portal?
Yeah, it's like on the side, so it gets bigger.
Oh, it gets bigger.
So what were your mental states like in this? Like, can you explain how the visual drawing expresses your mental state? like you drew them smiling, I see. So is that how you guys were feeling, like happy in that moment?
In that moment, it was like the beginning, like so we were like kind of excited, and then we got scared. So after that, we were like overwhelmed, and we didn't want to be there.
Can you explain the reasons why you drew them in those sizes and spaces? So for example, like up top and below and in the middle?
Yeah. So I put the cars on top because they're like flying cars, those specific ones, and then we were on the grass. So my sister was sitting and I was standing up, so that's why she looks like a different height than me. And then that's when I threw the ball.
What made you want to put the portal over there and rather than like putting it from a top or?
Yeah, because the way I was throwing the ball was like, in the portal, and like it was on the side, so like no one could really see it except us.
Could you explain some of the drawings that you drew that show a cause and effect reaction?
So when I was throwing the ball, you could see like I was like the way my hands were, I was like trying to put it in fast, and because we didn't want to be there anymore. And then my sister was just waiting for it to go.
And so because of you throwing the ball, that's why the portal appeared.
Yeah.
And because of these blue things over here, that's why the cars are able to stay in the sky.
Yeah.
And could you tell us a little bit about the sequence? So this is happening at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And after you drew this, that's when the portal opened.
Yeah, like right when I threw it, like if I was just throwing it to my sister, it wouldn't have made a portal. But if I was throwing it past, then it
But if
made
you
one.
threw it far enough, the portal would open. Okay.
I see. So what's the ending to your story then?
So we ended up hiding the ball, and we didn't end up telling anyone because like we just didn't want anyone to get too excited and everyone wanted to go, and then we wouldn't get to experience it like life.
Okay, thank you. So now we're gonna give you a couple pieces of paper so you can write down that story you just told us.